Hello everyone, today I'll be sharing another cookies recipe. It's going to be the white chocolate macadamia nuts cookies. One of my family's favorite cookies as well, especially my boys. For this recipe, I've reduced the sugar amount. If you have sweet tooth, do increase the sugar amount to at least 20% more. I roast the macadamia nut, lightly roast them. Some recipe would suggest raw, roast, and etc. But I do roast the macadamia nuts slightly because I like the fragrance. As for the ingredients, please refer to the description box below. I've listed all the ingredients needed. I'll be using the stand mixer by Innofood and also the oven from Innofood, KTV88 convection oven. I love baking multi-layer using the KTV88 convection oven by Innofood because the colors of each tray cookies will turn out very beautifully. I don't have issue with uneven colors and all that. Okay, I will share with everyone, I'll show everyone later. Okay, let's start now. Okay, let's start now. Sieve the flour, all-purpose flour, plain flour, medium protein flour, the same. Corn flour, salt, baking soda, okay, sieve all the dry ingredients. Okay, give it a quick mix. Okay, and set it aside. I'll come back shortly. Okay, I have some melted butter here. Cool down slightly. Sugar, brown sugar and caster sugar. You can use granulated sugar as well. Into the melted butter. Okay, just stir. Okay, combine. Next, vanilla extract. Eggs. Quick mix. Okay. Make sure the melted butter isn't too hot. Cool it slightly, or else your egg will start to cook when you add it in. Okay. Set it aside. I'll come back shortly. Let's start mixing now. I have taken out the ice bowl from the freezer, been chilling for a few hours. the wet ingredient into the bowl. Right. Okay, I'm going to give a quick stir. Speed 4 just for a while. Using the silicone beater attachment. Why ice bowl? Because for this cookie dough, we need to chill the dough for at least 2 hours before baking. But I'm going to use the ice bowl, and I will see if I need to chill shorter time or I don't have to do it at all. I mean, I don't have to chill it at all. Let's see. Because sometimes the room temperature will also affect the dough. Okay. All right. Sifted dry ingredients. I'm adding in. I'm going to split into 3 batches. Speed 1. Increase to 2. Okay, I'm going to add more dry ingredients. 1. Okay. Continue combining. Speed 1, 2. Okay, I'm going to give it a quick scrape. Bottom of the bowl. All right. I'm going to add in the rest of the dry ingredient. Okay, continue mixing. Speed 1, 2, okay, I'm not going to mix too long, so I want to make sure all the ingredients are mixed well. So I'm going to give a quick scrape. I'm using speed 2. White chocolate chip. Macadamia nuts. I'm going to increase to 3, 4. Bring it off it. That's all. Let me have a look. Smells so good. Okay. Okay, it's not too soft. Look at the dough. Can you see the cookie dough? So what I'm going to do is I will still chill the dough for at least 30 minutes to an hour. Let's see, because when we bake the cookie, the dough will spread out. I don't want them to spread up too much. So I'm not going to skip the chilling part. I'll come back shortly. Transfer the cookie dough into a clean bowl. Like I mentioned earlier, if you are mixing hand mix, you do hand mix, or you don't have an ice bowl, then you will need to chill the dough for at least 2 hours before you can bake them, before you can shape and bake them. For me, I'm going to chill for about half an hour to an hour. I'll see what time I'm free to bake later on. You can actually make the cookie dough in advance and store them in the chiller up to 4 days. You can bake them anytime, but remember to bring the dough to room temperature before shaping and baking, because the dough tends to be hard if you don't bring it to room temperature. Okay, cover, into the fridge now. Okay, I'm going to preheat the oven now. I'll be using rear heat plus convection mode, 180 degrees Celsius. I'm going to preheat for 15 minutes. Okay, I've taken out the cookie dough out from the fridge. This is how it looks like. Okay, I've prepared some line baking trays. I'll be using 4 cm diameter ice cream scoop. Okay. Make sure there are space in between of each cookie dough so that they don't stick together when while baking, because the cookie dough will spread. Okay, I'm going to rearrange like this. Okay. Okay. Next. You can make them bigger, bigger cookies. You can use bigger ice cream scoop. So just adjust the baking time accordingly. See, it's firm. The dough is firm, so we want the cookie dough to look like this, texture like this. Okay, get more tray here. So I'll be baking multi-layer, so will be 3 trays. For this recipe, the ingredients that I've shared makes about 30 cookies. I have 3 trays here, so 24. About 24. So depending, if 4 cm ice cream scoop, you will get about 26 pieces. If you use tablespoon, 1 tablespoon, you will have about 30 cookies. Okay? If a bigger ice cream scoop, it will be less cookies. Okay? What I'm going to do is, I like to just press with my palm, the heel of my palm here, a little. Okay, just slightly. All right, just a little. You can leave them as it is, round, but I just want the top to be flat. Okay, baking time next. I'll see everyone shortly. Okay, oven is ready. Baking time. So I'm going to bake 3 trays at one go. Level 1, 3, 5. 1, 3, 5. Push all the way in. Same, I'm using real heat plus convection mode, 180 degrees Celsius. I'm going to bake for 12 minutes. Should be around 12 to 13 minutes. Let's see. Or when you see the edges turning brown, you know they are ready. Start now. Okay, hot and smells so good. Okay. Just hold on. Let me. One more tray. Okay, I baked them for 12 minutes. For me, just nice. I'm not going to transfer the cookies onto the wire rack because they're still soft. So I'm going to leave them like this to cool down slightly. And I'll see everyone shortly. Okay, I'm going to transfer the cookies on the wire rack. Okay, harden a bit, firmer now, easier to handle. So if you like the cookies to look like the one in commercial, you can always add more chocolate chip, the white chocolate chip on the top. You can place them before baking after you shape them. Alright, and transfer all. Okay, the reason why I like to just press the dough slightly, because I like the flat surface like this. You can press more if you want the cookies to be flatter, up to individual preference. I like slightly thick in the center, so the cookie tends to be chewy. Okay, so really depends on individual preferences. Okay, I'm going to leave them like this. Waiting for another 2 more cookies, extra leftover dough earlier. Okay, I'll see everyone shortly. Okay, done for today. After the cookies have cooled down completely, store in an airtight container. You can store them in room temperature up to a week. I've explained about the cookie dough. You may chill the leftover cookie dough and bring the dough back to room temperature before baking. If you prefer freshly baked cookies, for me, I bake everything because I don't think they are enough for my family. They love cookies. As for this particular recipe, I've reduced the sugar amount. So if you have sweet tooth, you may want to increase the sugar amount at least 20 to 30% more. If you like, you know, sweet cookies. For me, this is just nice. That's all for today. I'll see everyone very soon. Happy baking.